Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see a numerical on rate analysis for coarse rubble masonry in cement mortar 1:6 proportion for superstructure. So let's see first the problem statement. Prepare the rate analysis for coarse rubble masonry in cement mortar proportion is 1:6 for superstructure. We have to prepare the rate analysis. Type of masonry is coarse rubble masonry and it is in cement mortar, and the proportion given here is 1:6 proportion for superstructure. So let's start with the solution of it first. See, the first step is to calculate what is the requirement of material. Means, for example, as the work here is coarse rubble masonry, so for coarse rubble masonry, how much is the various materials required, that quantity we will calculate first. Now let's assume the quantity of coarse rubble masonry as 10 meter cube. So I will be assuming 10 meter cube of coarse rubble masonry. Dry volume of mortar required will be 40% of volume of masonry. See, this is the 10 meter cube of total work. Means total coarse rubble masonry or stone masonry is of 10 meter cube. But mortar required will obviously less than that. So assume it is a thumb rule or standard method that you can assume 40% of volume of masonry. So 40% of 10 meter cube of work will be 4 meter cube. So dry volume of mortar which will be required for the coarse rubble masonry will be 40% of volume of masonry, that is 4 meter cube. Now let's calculate first the volume of cement. So the formula for volume of cement is dry volume divided by sum of proportion into proportion of cement. Here dry volume we have calculated, it is 4 meter cube divided by sum of proportion, that is 1 plus 6 into proportion of cement. So which comes as 0.571 meter cube. This is the volume of cement. But remember, we have to convert this into the number of bags, because this is in volume and we have to convert this in number of bags. So for the conversion of number of bags, this volume will be divided by volume of 1 bag of cement, and we know that volume of 1 bag of cement is 0.035 for 50 kg of bag. If the cement bag is of 50 kg, the volume of 1 bag of cement will be 0.035 meter cube. So the quantity of cement in number of bags will be this 0.571 divided by 0.035, that is 1 bag of cement volume. So which comes as 16.32 bags. This is the number of bags of cement which will be required for the coarse rubble masonry. Now the next step is to calculate volume of sand. The formula will be same, dry volume divided by sum of proportion, only it will be multiplied by the proportion of sand. So the formula will be dry volume divided by sum of proportion into proportion of sand. Here dry volume we have known, it is 4, sum of proportion will be 1 plus 6, as the proportion of cement mortar here is 1:6, so it will be 1 plus 6 into proportion of sand is 6, so which comes as 3.428 meter cube. Now we have calculated the quantity of cement as well as sand. Now let's calculate the quantity of rubble or stones. Generally it is taken as 35% extra of volume of masonry. For example, here the volume of masonry we have assumed it as 10 meter cube. So 35% of extra will be 1.35 into 10. So which comes as 13.5 meter cube. So the total volume which will be required of the stones or rubble will be 13.5 meter cube. Now we have calculated all the materials which will be required for the coarse rubble masonry. Now let's calculate its cost. So for that you have to prepare a table like this. For the cost of materials, it will be material quantity rate in rupees, what is per, whether it is per meter cube, per bag, or per quantity or per number, whatever it is, and total amount which will be quantity into rate. So I have mentioned here the materials. We have calculated rubble or stone, cement, sand. We have also calculated its quantity, that is 13.5 meter cube of stone, 16.32 bags, and sand 3.428 meter cube. So this is the quantity of various materials. Rate for the stone masonry or stones or rubble, I am taking it as 2000 rupees per meter cube. You can take it as per your locality, or you can simply refer DSR, district schedule rate book, as per your district, in which district you live, and you can take the rate from that. I will be taking 2000 rupees per meter cube as per my locality. You can take it, you can change it, you can keep it as it is. Then cement I am taking it as 250 rupees per bag, and sand I am taking it as 2000 rupees per meter cube of sand. So the total amount required for the various materials will be, for rubble or stones it will be 13.5, this 13.5 quantity meter cube into 2000, which comes as 27,000. Similarly, cement bags are 16.32 into rate of one bag of cement will be 250 rupees, so which comes as 4080 rupees. Then sand quantity is 3.428 into rate of sand I am assuming it as 2000 rupees per meter cube, so which comes as 6856 rupees. So this is the total amount which will be required for the various materials. Now let's add all this amount, that is this 27,000 plus this 4080 rupees plus this 6856 rupees, so which comes as, after the addition of all this, 37,936 rupees. Now we have calculated the cost of materials. Now let's calculate the cost of labors. For 10 meter cube of coarse rubble masonry, I will be assuming this quantity of labors. You can assume different quantities. You can take it as per the experiences. Generally, people take it as per their experiences, how much is the quantity of various labors required. But as per my experience, I will be taking these values. Or you can simply refer other books also. It will be same or it may slightly vary. So head mason will be half for half day. Mason will be 10. Male mazdoor will be 7. Female mazdoor will be 8. Bisti will be 3. Scaffolding, I am taking it as lump sum amount as 1000 rupees, and sundries I am taking it also lump sum amount as 500 rupees. Sundries means those items which cannot be taken separately, they are PT items. So for those items I am just taking a lump sum amount as 500 rupees. So head mason's rate I am taking it as 1000 rupees, mason's rate is 600 rupees, male mazdoor 500 rupees, female mazdoor 400 rupees, bisti 500 rupees, scaffolding lump sum amount, and sundries also 500 rupees lump sum amount. So after the multiplication of quantity by its rate, we will get the total amount of required for the various labors. For example, for head mason it is for half day, so half into 1000 will be 500. For mason 10 quantity is there, so 10 into 600 will be 6000 rupees. Similarly, you can calculate other amount. Now after the calculation of all the amount required for various labors, let's add all this, that is total cost of labors. So after the addition of all these values, we will get 16,200 rupees as total cost of labors. So we have calculated the cost of labors as well as cost of materials. Let's add them together to get the total cost of material as well as labors. So the total cost of labor plus material will be 37,936, that is cost of material, plus cost of labor is 16,200. So which comes as 54,136 rupees. So we have calculated the total cost of material as well as labor. We will also have to add 10% as contractor's profit in rate analysis itself. So adding 10% as contractor's profit, so 10% of this 54,136 rupees will be 5,413 rupees 60 paisa. This is nothing but 10% of this value, that is cost of labor and material. Then we will also have to add 1.5% as water charges, and 1.5% or 1.5% of this 54,136 will be 812 rupees. So we have calculated all these amounts, that is cost of material, labor, 10% contractor's profit we have added, 1.5% water charges we have added. Now let's add all this together to get our grand total for 10 meter cube of work. So it will be this 54,136 rupees plus 5,413 rupees 60 paisa plus 812 rupees. So which comes as grand total comes as 60,361 rupees 60 paisa. This is the total amount which will be required for 10 meter cube of coarse rubble masonry work. But we want this value in per meter cube, means we want rate per meter cube of work. So calculating this value by dividing it by the total quantity of work. We have assumed the total quantity of work as 10 meter cube. So this 60,361 rupees 60 paisa divided by 10 will be 6036 rupees, and this is nothing but rate of coarse rubble masonry per meter cube. So this was the video about numerical on rate analysis for coarse rubble masonry in cement mortar, and the proportion was 1:6. Thank you.